Have you ever met someone that always smells amazing? Not just good, but I'm talking like noticeably good. It's the type of fragrances that might make you turn your head. I mean, hell, it might even be you. But let me let you in on a secret. Most people aren't wearing fragrances for themselves. They're wearing it for reactions, and it goes way deeper than just wanting compliments. There are actually 3 types of people who wear fragrances for compliments. One of them is harmless, one of them is strategic, and the other one is running for something that they might not even realize. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly which category you fall in and your friend that keeps asking you if he smells good. When someone says, wow, you smell amazing, they're not just talking about your cologne or your perfume. They're actually saying, I noticed you. And humans, well, we're wired to crave that. From childhood, attention equals safety. It equals belonging. It equals worth. So when someone notices us without us having to perform, that's when that moment feels powerful. It's kind of like your own social proof in a bottle. But here's the difference. Some people, they just come to enjoy that attention. But others out there, they feel like they need it. And really, the difference between those two changes everything. Now, let's talk about the first type, which happens to be the validation seeker. Now, this person wears fragrances because compliments make them feel good. And if they don't get compliments, then their confidence begins to dip. They start to wonder, did I spray enough? Is this fragrance not good enough? Or do I not smell attractive? To these people, the scent isn't just a scent. That compliment is like their emotional reassurance. These people, they're chasing proof that they matter. But the problem is that confidence that they get from the compliment only lasts until the next day. Because if your self-worth only comes from compliments, then it's just a matter of time before you need that next fix. Now, the second type of person happens to be the social strategist. This person knows exactly what they're doing. I mean, they've tested the fragrances. They know exactly which ones get compliments at work. They know which one works on dates. And also which fragrances are going to work best at that social event. To them, the fragrance isn't really an emotional crutch, but instead they tend to use it for influence. These are the type of people who just know that wearing a specific type of fragrance is really going to change the way that they're perceived and not be I hope someone notices me. They know that their friends will react different, their co-workers will react different, and their loved ones will react differently as well. And honestly, in this spot is where fragrances really become like this second form of communication. But wait until you hear this third type, because this one takes it way far. Now, the third type is the attention addict. Now, this person doesn't just want compliments, they need reactions. I'm talking good or bad. They'll overspray, they'll wear loud fragrances in quiet spaces, and they kind of choose fragrances that just fill up a room before they even walk in. Because to these type of people, they'd rather someone say that that fragrance is too strong, or maybe it's just a tad too powerful, than really having no one say anything at all. In these scenarios, the compliment becomes secondary to the fact that they made an impact. But here's where it really gets interesting from a psychological perspective. The act of choosing and wearing fragrances for compliments kind of reveals something about how people feel about social interactions and relationships. They see social connection as something they need to earn or manufacture rather than something that just genuinely happens through social interactions. They believe that they need to bring something extra to the table to feel worthy of that connection. Now, studies show that in these scenarios, that often stems from people's childhood, where their experiences with love and attention just happen to be a little bit conditional. Maybe they only got positive reactions when they looked a certain way or achieved something, and these people begin to just kind of continue that pattern into adulthood by trying to make themselves feel more attractive and look more attractive through external things like fragrance. And what they learned over time was that being themselves wasn't always enough to get the attention that they craved. And I know you hear that, but hear this. Let me be really clear. Wanting compliments isn't bad. And honestly, neither is enjoying them. The issue here becomes when the compliments become a need and really not a bonus. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yo, B, the difference between needing and wanting is really small. And I get it. It might seem small, but psychologically, that difference is huge. Now, here's what it means to you. Understanding the psychology of these type of people will make you more compassionate to others. That person that always smells amazing or fishing for compliments may not be vain or attention seeking in a negative way. What they might actually be doing is struggling with self-worth issues, and fragrance just happens to be one of those things that makes them feel a little bit better. I mean, really, they could be using it as a coping mechanism, and a compliment from you just might mean more to them than you actually realize. So now, I'm curious, do you wear fragrances for reactions? Be honest, because once you understand the psychology behind it, you'll never choose your fragrances the same way. But you might start choosing them like this.